Hello, Cancers, and welcome to Deku Tarot. I'm going to be doing your weekly tarot reading for May 6th through the 12th of 2019. Alrighty, guys, this is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. It cannot and it will not resonate with every single one of you, and that's okay. Be sure to check out your weeklies as well as your monthlies for your other placements like your moon, your rising, your Venus, because they might resonate better with you. We are not just our sun sign, and it's important to remember that. If it doesn't resonate with you, don't take it. And I do take on private readings, and you can book one with all the information in my description box below this video. Alrighty, guys, so this week we're doing all the readings in my new Game of Thrones tarot. I just had a little bit of a loss with my oldest tarot deck. I don't really think I can use it anymore, but this one actually came in just the day after, and I'm super excited to use it. I've wanted this deck for forever. I'm a longtime fan of Game of Thrones. I actually met George R. R. Martin twice, and I read all the books actually even before the show, so I love them both and I'm super excited. So in honor of it being the last season and I'm releasing these on Sunday, I thought I would do a little Game of Thrones themed reading this week for all the signs. So we're going to use the Game of Thrones tarot for all the readings this week, and it comes in this awesome book, little hardcover booklet with all these wonderful little spreads that are like I drink and I know things and Game of Thrones themed ones. So anyways, I wanted to show you guys it because I've wanted this deck for so long. I love the illustrations on it, which is one of my main reasons for wanting it, and because I'm a huge time fan. But anyways, Cancers, let's see what's coming in this week in terms of general life and career for you guys. So Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's coming in terms of general life and career. I want to say thank you guys so much for all of your support. Thank you to all of my subscribers. Thank you guys so much. And if you haven't, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Do hit that little wiggly bell and it'll notify you whenever I'm putting up weeklies, monthlies, or going live, okay? I'm also getting a new crystal series finally out, hopefully this week. We had a lot of issues with the shooting, so we have to reshoot it. So keep an eye out for that as well. Alrighty, Cancers. General life and career, we're getting the King of Swords reversed. See the Ice King there. Cancers. Five of Cups. Career, general life. This seems like a kind of a tough week for a lot of signs. It's kind of a heavier energy. But look at this, the Lovers. Feels like it's been a little bit heavy. Maybe it's just because things are moving slower. Right at the beginning of the week on May 6th, we also have Mercury moving into Taurus, which makes our communications a lot slower, a lot more methodical. Again, there's a lot more of a focus on logical thinking, communicating. People can't really push you into any decision making this week. We kind of have to be really into it. We need to have thought it out. Nobody can push you to do what you want. Not so much just this week, but for however long Mercury is in Taurus. But we're definitely going to feel that shift this week in terms of needing to process all of our decisions through all of our senses, through all five of our senses, which is that Mercury and Taurus energy. So anyways, definitely a change in terms of our communication style astrologically. But let's look at the King of Swords reversed and the Five of Cups. Let's clarify this energy for career in general this week. We're definitely feeling the pain of maybe not getting a certain leg up or hearing from somebody. We get the Moon. So there's anxiety. Again, it feels to me like there's anxiety in terms of not hearing about a decision from a person. Whenever I see the King of Swords or Queen of Swords, especially negatively aspected, I always feel that there's kind of a cold shoulder. We haven't heard from somebody. There's a lack of clear communication there. And maybe this person is acting is more focused on self at this time. It could be a boss or, a company that we've been wanting to hear from. Even in terms of legal advice, it feels like we're feeling very frustrated and we're thinking the worst here with the Five of Cups and the Moon at the beginning of the week about something that we really don't know about yet. So we're already lamenting, we're already mourning here with the Five of Cups. We're not focusing on those two cups, but look at how they come in at the end of the week. The Lovers and the Magician. So let's see what changes that up for you guys this week. It's like you guys are very anxious, very worried, very much in your emotions, but then you hear from somebody or you get some type of information Page of Spears, you might see something. To me, this is more about communication, though. I feel like we're getting some type of communication here very suddenly, through phone, through text messages, through email, so keep an eye on that. And again, it could be this air sign. This could be the same person, a Gemini or an Aquarius, but with the Lovers, it feels more like a Gemini. I also see the Lovers as kind of an opening, a door opening, a decision being made here, stepping into a big decision here. You know, we must venture into this with an open heart, because we want this opportunity, but we need to be able to grow. Okay, so we can't hold, you know, we can't like take too long in terms of this decision, which is nice because I feel like you guys have been waiting for a while, so you're not going to have a hard time responding to whatever is coming in this week. Again, we're considering the long-term impact of our choices here when the Lover shows up, you know. It just feels like there's a new venture opportunity here being opened up to us that we've been waiting for. We're hearing from somebody or getting some type of message and offer here that is giving us more of a sense of power, especially with a Magician. It's saying, you know, what do you want to do? You're able to translate that into reality here. You can kind of work this situation to your benefit like Littlefinger does. And we get the Ace of Cups. So this does feel like a really good opportunity here. An opportunity to do something that, you know, resonates more with our hearts. This is a very emotionally gratifying week. Again, we're treating the situation, and I'm not surprised. I mean, you guys are Cancers, you're a water sign, so you're getting more in terms of getting more into that emotional area of all this. You are stuck on the emotions, again, the negative emotions, the anxiety, the worries, all that emotional crap here. And we need to remember to keep a clear head about it. We'll hear back from this person, or, you know, maybe you didn't send this out right. You might need to resend something or contact this person again. But whatever whether you initiate it or not this week, we're getting some type of communication that is giving us that, you know, path forward here. We're like, oh, okay, I see now what decision I have to make, or, you know, I'm getting offered this finally. So there is definitely a change here in the middle of the week. There is something that we see or hear that changes something here, and offers us this Ace of Cups opportunity, which is wonderful. The Ace of Cups is, you know, something really, really, really emotionally gratifying, something really emotionally, something that gives us emotional stability, honestly. It makes us believe, yes, I can do this. So this is a really nice, honestly, reading for you guys this week. There's quite a switch in energy. I mean, kind of getting that. It's like, I don't know, as we step out of that new moon energy, because the new moon was on, in Taurus was on May 4th, and do check out that new moon reading that I did for all the signs to see what that brought up for you. I feel like as we come out of that new moon energy, things are becoming more clear. We're getting out of the emotional and kind of stubborn emotional side of it. So let's look at, actually, let's get a Halloween oracle first before we move on to love. Let's get a message from Spirit here. And again, guys, if you want to book a private reading, all that information is right below this video in the description box, okay? As well as my Twitter and my Instagram if you want to follow me there and see what I'm up to or communicate with me through that. It'd be awesome. So let's see. We get Skull of Stars, infinite possibilities. Yeah, guys, so don't feel blocked this week. You do have infinite possibilities coming in. There's new opportunities, but we have to be willing to open our hearts and minds, honestly, in terms of allowing these things in. So, it is easy to feel small in a world that is so busy and personal and seemingly self-absorbed. We can at times feel lost and unclear about our direction and lose sight of our place in the cosmos. The Skull of Stars reminds us that we are only limited by our own imagination and boundaries. If we can dream it, it is possible. This card indicates that you need to think bigger and more broadly about your future and what you would like to achieve. Perhaps there are false beliefs, often old, that no longer serve you as you grow and change. Sometimes these beliefs may not even be yours. They may have been imparted to you by your parents or the wider community, yet feel rather incongruent to you. You need to endeavor with all of your heart and soul to live the life you want and honor your own wishes and truth. Okay? So that's a really lovely, lovely, lovely message there. So keep your mind and your hearts open here. It's not as blocked as you think it is, even though it might feel like it at the beginning of the week, okay? All we got to do is either communicate or, you know, check our emails, make sure things sent through right. I'm getting for some of you. Could have just been miscommunication. But let's see about love this week now. Switch it over to love. Love and romance for my Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for May 6th through the 12th of 2019, Cancers. We're getting Two of Swords, Queen of Spears. There's Daenerys, Arya and Daenerys here. going to show me love and romance for my Cancers this week. 5 of Spears reversed. So again, spears are wands. If you guys are getting confused and like, that's swords. No, spears are actually wands in this deck. And we get the 7 of Coins. Interesting. So some of us here might be deciding to give up a fight. We feel that, you know, we've hit a point here where we really don't know which way to go in terms of a relationship. And some people are deciding not to fight for it, are deciding to kind of sit back and realize, you know, this hasn't progressed and maybe it's time to say goodbye to this. Maybe it's time to put this whole situation to bed here. Well, let's get some clarifiers. So let's get some clarifiers here. 2 of Swords reversed. Queen of Spears, clarify. So I feel like we are coming to a decision here about, you know, we might not know which way to go. Yeah, 7 of Spears. But there is also this need to communicate, to fight for what we're feeling here. So follow what you're drawn to say, what you're drawn to do here. 7 of Spears says don't give up. There's a need to communicate this week, even if we feel we don't want to say what we have to, or, you know, we know that a decision needs to be made. We know that something needs to be done here, but we're not doing it. And the 7 of Spears to the Queen of Spears here is that change of time to do something, time to communicate, time to express. You know, Spears, you know, and Wands are expression. Clarify. Queen of Spears, 5 of Spears reverse. There is time to reevaluate a situation this week in terms of love, because we might not be, again, because of this energy over here, we might not know what to communicate, yet we feel we need to express and fight for something. So if you don't know what you're saying, you don't know what's going on here, I would say maybe don't attack the situation, don't attack the person, don't come at it full force. Communicate what you need to communicate without coming across negatively, because the Page of Spears reversed is very... there's an issue with communication when the Page of Spears is there. Five of Spears reverse, 7 of Coins reverse. Clarify that for love for my Cancers this week. We get the Knight of Cups. We're needing, yeah, to approach a situation with love and happiness, even if we're unsure where this is going right now. There's time to, you guys definitely need to reevaluate. With the 7 of Coins, we're not sure what's going on. We're not sure why things kind of feel halted in progress, why things might feel stagnant, slow, why we might be even having issues, because, you know, we're having a hard time communicating, honestly. With the Page of Spears reversed in the center, 5 of Spears reversed, all this energy, there's issues with communication here, really. There's negative conversations, you know, situations, you know, conversations that seem to go around in circles that don't seem to go anywhere, because the 5 of Spears reverse is there, and that also talks about, you know, feeling like our progress is halted here, you know, that we're being deceived almost. So maybe this is not the best time to communicate what we need to, yet the Queen of Spears, we really, really want to. But there's kind of a battling type of energy. I'm not saying don't communicate if you feel like you have something you need to say here, but there is this energy of needing to approach it from a place of love and you know, from a different place here. Again, if we have started something, maybe even with an not an air sign, a fire sign, we might be having a hard time communicating with them. We might not really know what they're bringing to the table if we're single, I feel like. And we might feel like, should I just give up on this? What is this person, what's going on with this person? They're not communicating with me right. And when they do, it kind of feels, you know, harsh, off, confusing. And you're feeling like this, like, I don't know what to do here. So I would say approach the situation from a more loving perspective, you know, whether you want, you know, whether, you know, how, no matter how you feel about the situation, don't come across as negative, harsh, things like that. You know, approach it with sensitivity, compassion, you know, with loving invitations here, okay? So there's a lot of dreamy qualities to this, and we really don't know what's going on this week. So I would say don't make any extreme moves forward or towards this person, away from this person. This situation feels like it needs to be cleared up. Let's get a card of advice, because you guys definitely feel like you are in your head. There's a lot of, you know, issues with communication when you are talking to your partner or prospective partners. It's just kind of a mess here, honestly. Let's clarify this. Yeah, Wheel of Fortune. Give it some timing is really what I'm saying. Things will become clear in timing is really the message that I get with the Wheel of Fortune. Your fortune is changing. Just give it some time. Give it some time, okay? Things, again, with Mercury and Taurus, communication is going to be a lot slower. People need to come to decisions a little bit slower here. We need to really think about things before we go off and communicate about it and go for things, all right? So let's get a Romance Angel Oracle card for singles, then one for couples. All right. Single Cancers, May 6th through 12th of 2019. True love. Couple of Cancers, May 6th through 12th of 2019. Trust. The situation is calling for you to have faith. Yeah, again, you're approaching real love here. Cancers, you have real love coming in, whether you're, you're in a relationship or not, or you're with somebody that you really love. But you need to trust, you need to have faith in this situation. You are, being a little bit tested here, but you know that the wheel and in time, things are going to change. The wheel will come back up to a better position and you will feel more abundant and you will be able to communicate better. But right now, you just need to trust that whatever's going on here, it's in your best interest to just wait it out, honestly. And to trust your partner, to trust the person that you're with here, trust that the universe has your best interest in mind, and that what's happening is maybe frustrating in the moment, but in the long run, it'll be okay. Alrighty, Cancer, so do check out your weeklies as well as your monthlies for May 2019 for your other placements, if you guys want to book a private reading, again, all that information is right below this video in the description box. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next week, okay? Thank you.